In this video, I'm going to explain the HMS Global Online process based on each screen and based on department too. So let me start from the admin. This is the admin screen. It has been segregated by each module. That is form list, master, industry, restaurant, HFMT, reports, admin and marketing. Let me start from the admin settings. Admin setting comprises the company details, role settings and email settings. Company details are nothing but the general details of the particular concern, that is the name, contact number, fax number, address and logo, and all the important details are stored here. And all the details will be saved and can be used during sending emails or generating invoices, etc. Next comes the role settings. Is a major role played in the HMS, and you can set the screen visibility or module visibility based on each department and designation too. So there is a department listed here and a designation based on manager or employee. So all the modules are listed here: form list, master, audition, restaurant, report, admin, marketing. So checking each box makes the screen visibility and relieving makes the screen visibility false. Next comes the email settings. So whenever a form or process is approved or disapproved, it will be sent to each department. That is, email will be sent to each department based on the manager or employee. So this is the email settings. I'll move on to the master. The master comprises the department master, client type master, employee client, VIP client and item master. So the first one is the department master. As we saw in the admin role settings, there was a list out box of department, so it is the department master we have saved, and you can edit or delete at any time, and you can add it here. Next comes the client type master. The type of clients we are having based on the industries, this poultry shop, food, etc., and based on industry you can add it here, or you can edit or delete it. Next comes the employee master. The employee is purely based on its designation and department. So what department he belongs to can be saved here, and what is the category he belongs, whether it is an employee or manager. Then you can set his status, whether it is active, relieved or absconded, and date of joining. And here we have a username and password for the separate login, and you can upload his photo also for reference. Next comes the client master. The client master can be added here individually, or else whenever the form is being added, it is application form, it will be automatically saved the client master. Next, there is a separate screen for the VIP client master. You can add it for future references. Next comes the item master. The item master nothing but the categories we are having for Halal certification. There is a poultry scheme or halal friendly medical tourism or logistics scheme, etc. And there's a form listed here. So generally the forms will be filled by the marketing department. To cross check, the admin can also see all the screens and the pre-audit, post-audit, the site mail audition confirmation, order schedule, and the post-audit allocation, Sharia board approval or disapproval. Everything can be seen by the admin, and based on restaurant or HFMT, and you can see all the reports here. So let me start from the marketing department. So the lead generation, we can see how the process is being converted. And the task will be passed over the particular employee. The manager assigns tasks to this particular employee and produce a task name, and you can upload an Excel sheet fully comprising the lead details, or else you can download a sample sheet and fill the details here, and can provide a document name also. Next comes the reference master. The reference master nothing but from where the particular detail has been collected can be referred. Next comes task details. That is, a task provides a particular employee that the lead details can be seen here, and you can find out the status of the particular lead and see the chart. So it's a chart history here, and can find what was the chat discussion between the employee as well as the client, and you can find the status here, whether it is confirmed or whether it is a follow-up stage, and you can make updation based on that, whether you can approve or disapprove or close the lead also. So I click the view chart history, it's loading. So this is the task history, this is chat history. So Irfana Fatima has spoken to the client, that is a Hina client, and what was the result of the meet, and what is the remark, and what's the current status now, and what the last update data also can be saved. So this is the task details. Next comes the task report. The task report can be filtered based on date and status. So you can get a particular lead from between dates, and you can set a status, or else you can get by the particular employee. So you can see here the last updated date and the chart history, everything can be highlighted, and you can export to Excel if required. So this is the thing about the marketing department, and once the lead is made confirmation by the particular manager, then the form filling starts. The form, as I said earlier, the form listed here is application, product, total product, raw material, product specification, and supplier form. So once the lead makes confirmation for Halal certificate generation, the application form will be filled. The application form comprises general details of particular concern, so details of the concern, so the manufacturing unit and type of industry it belongs to, then the personal responsible for complaint, the Halal certification terms and condition, the name, the person name who applies for the Halal certification, then the qualified personnel for submission of Halal technical documentation, and the product, number of products he wants to get Halal certification, and total products he is having in the unit, and whether he has gotten any previous Halal certification, if so, previous Halal certification details, and any comments. And this is for official use. That is the consultancy name, where he has got from the, whether it is he has come directly or from the marketing. If it is from marketing, who was the person who contacted, and any other sources. Whether the form is a new or a renewal, and what kind of category you want to get a particular Halal certification, and schema type. And when it has been saved, it will be sent to the Itfana Fatima's email, as well as if she wants to make a CZ to his particular manager, he can do it. So next comes the product form. So the product for which the Halal certification is required can be filled here, the particular concern, and what is the product, and brand name. You can add more and more products here, and there is an Excel sheet for references, and you can upload more and more documents for cross-checking during the R&D department. Next comes the total product form. Total product form is nothing but the total products that in manufactured in the particular unit can be filled, and then it helps to reduce the rework during the future. Next comes the raw material form. The raw material form is the vital form for getting the Halal certification. So the particular product and what are the raw materials used for a particular product can be stored here. So you can provide a name and brand name, and you can upload some documents here during the R&D department approval. So they will make cross check on that, so you can add more and more products here also. Next comes the product specification. The product specification is nothing but mapping between the product and raw materials. So particular concern and the product can choose. So it shows what raw materials have been used here, and you can, when you check it, it will be added, and you can find out total raw materials used for a particular product. And there is a document option here. You can upload any relevant documents and you can save it here. So next comes the product supplier form. So supplier form is nothing but the raw materials where the particular raw materials is purchased from a particular supplier. So this is all about the form filling processes by the marketing department. Now we go to the R&D department. For pre-audit, the R&D manager will make a pre-audit allocation to a particular employee. Pre-audit allocation. So once the form is filled by the particular marketing team, and to be forwarded, so you can choose a particular employee for making the R&D. So manager can make by himself, and you can make comments, and you can send an email alert, and you can send a CC for that, and what kind of industry the particular concern belongs to, and the product name and scheme type, and who has allocated this process. So when it is allocated, it will the particular employee can see the pre-audit. So you can by using all the application form and product form, you can make a cross check over that. So this is a form filled for the particular Hina company, and you can cross check that, and there's a total product form here. What's the products and relevant documents uploaded, and total product form, raw material ingredients, the product specification, everything can be seen here, and you can find the risk of each raw materials. So you can segregate into major risk, minor risk, or no risk. And if you can you can add an R&D comments, and additional documents to be collected by the auditor can be specified here during the site audition. And the name, contact number, date, and what is the status, whether it is approved or it is in pending. So you can review it based on the raw materials risk factor. So once it is getting approved, it will be passed over to the STM team for pre-audit allocation. So now comes the STM team for post-audit. Once the particular pre-audit has been completed, it will be passed over to the STM team for site mail confirmation. You can send a quotation during the site audit also, and Once it is saved, you'll get an email confirmation, and you can send an email confirmation the particular concern. Next comes the alter appointment screen. So you can check renewal type, whether it is a new or a renewal, and particular alter to go for an audition, and the concern name here, and scheme type, and invoices to be sent, and invoice number, and auditing date and time, and you can attach some relevant documents if required, and what type of documents they have to carry during the site audit based on the industry. So after the appointment is fixed with the auditor, next auditor schedule. So we are already filled here who is the auditor and what is the concern name you have to go, and the documents to be carried, and what's the start date and end date, departure, the place and travel mode, whether it is flight or car or anything, and number of days he is going to for audition, and how many days you are going to stay, and total number of days for audition. Everything can be filled here. This is the SDM team role. And once is confirmed, once the schedule is made with the auditor, and now the auditor comes into the screen. So audit report initiation. So once a particular auditor goes to site audit or post audit, he will use his login to access to fill all the relevant documents. So whether it is abater form, you can fill it here. All the document details are listed here, and any feedback by the auditor can be saved. Similar way, IAC form, based on this section wise. And restaurant form. So signature or recommended for certification, re-audit or cancellation, everything can be set here, and in feedback or auditor name who has done the audition and the date. It's whether it's a HFMT. So you can't click the HFMT because the particular HINA concern is in a restaurant type, that is a manufacturing food restaurant type. So you can't it's not accessible for HFMT, so you can click it, and similar way to FAC. So to have a pre-audit check, you can click here. So the pre-audit done by the R&D department can be seen for cross-checking during the post-audit also. So if he has any risk on particular raw material, you can check on that on the site audit, and who has done the details, that is the contact details, contact number, date and department will be filled, can be seen here. So once all the documents have been filled with particular auditor, and it will be again sent to the R&D department for approval. So again I'm moving to the R&D department manager screen. So you can see the particular client's details, that is abater, IAC and restaurant. Because the previous HINA company I said, for example, it's a manufacturing unit, food manufacturing unit. So the abater form, IAC form and restaurant form applicable. So whatever the details have been filled by during the post audit can be seen here. So since we didn't fill anything, it is blank. And next comes the restaurant form. So after checking all the time, and you can give a comment on that, and you can make an approval or pending. So one is approved by the R&D department, it will be again sent to the Sharia board for approval. I'm moving to the Sharia board login. So you can see the pre-order details and post-order details of particular concern. So you can make a cross check over that, and you can review all the details application form. So you can see from the first one, so all the documents is listed here, and you can make a check on that, the pre-order details. So all the verification can be done here, and post order details also can be seen, and you can make an approval over that. Whether if you want to add a particular document, you can also add. So once it is approved, then it will pass over the SDM team for halal certification generation. So this is the process flow of HMS. Thanks for watching this video.